And Pitchford just whacks that one out of play. Not sure if they're dealing with the wind in this second half, the Strikers. They to get to grips with it fairly quickly. Savinen goes to Morton. Van Dorn. Kingston. Jack Turner protesting a refereeing decision there. Tick that one off your bingo card. Tony Pert. Yeah, neither side really showing a great sense of urgency in this second half. All right, there's Tim Smith. Wants to take the free kick, but actually just whacks it straight back to the keeper. It is Hingston looking for the curling ball down the far side. Gorry. Down to Turner. Morton. Jack Turner getting the ball as I believe we're back online. Thank you for your patience. You've missed precisely nothing really in that first 7 minutes.
Should have missed a goal.
Except Iski Van Dorn had a one-on-one.
And Pitchford with a big save, but one the Canadians should have scored from really, but apart from that it's just been bogged down in midfield pretty much the entire time. But yeah, did break open there. South Hobart got the wind at their backs and they're doing the bulk of the attack in this half as Morton smashes one over the crossbar.
Come on, you Reds!
Again, not really dealing with getting it out from the back are the Strikers. This first 10 minutes has been all stuck in their defensive half. South yet to make him pay. Savinen sizes up his options. Gets it to Van Dorn. Giampoli, whose name I haven't been calling that much, but I haven't had to call his name in this second half. Stone. Chinking out of trouble. Dom Smith. Well pressured from Alex Walter, who'll turn on the Jets on the right-hand side. He's got options in the box. Alex Walter goes a long drive. Oh, Iski Van Dorn off the post. He should have scored from point blank, and the foul given against Turner. He's got his head in his hands. Iski Van Dorn at the back post. You've really got to slot those ones.
There's a glorious opportunity. Walter charging in down the right, puts it on a platter, and somehow he gets under it. And the Canadian not having the return he was after here. Back to the NPL TAS. And that's one he's got to have.
Well, there's not one the Canadian will want to see again, reminiscent of his first touchback last week. Walter battling on the ground with Stone. And there's Hingston playing in Lascano, who's looking to push forward. Here, the big centre-back. Oh, Fitzgerald got the wrong side. Charges it down. Kieran Brown just manages to clamber back and claim that one. Maybe with the stream going back online, the game's finally opening up as well as Walter. Just tries to beat 4 different players. No advantage there. Charles Stone arguing a refereeing decision. Another one for the bingo card. And there's that quick free kick. He's completely wasted by South. Smith. Walter using his body well and gets a toe in. Morton tries to find Turner. Mulroney wants his keeper to clear this one, and composure personified there as Turner possibly left the foot in there. Pitchford went for the tumble roll in any case. And quick clearance falls to South Hobart. Connor Park against a storming Havinen who's got into the box. Lascano comes across as the second defender. Whacks that one clear. Just a throw in from Park. Oscar Thomas volleys that one up to himself and clears it. Sousa to to Turner. Walter Sowers has got on the end of it. Return ball, Morton! Great save, Pitchford. Nick Morton on the perfect angle for the right footer, and Pitchford with a diving save up above his head to keep it at 0-0. South had two of the, by far, the best chances on this second half.
Well, thankfully, we've got the YouTube stream back up and we're seeing the action here because it has come to life here. Pitchford has come up with the goods in net today for the Strikers. Another important intervention there. South Hobart really starting to turn the screws here. They're looking the more likely side to break through. Adam Gorry swings it in. Away by Mulroney. Stone shielding it from Turner. The running barrel continues and draws the free kick there against Jack Turner. Tony tells him to shut up and get on with it. It's Tom Smith.
Everyone's trying to get Jack Turner booked there for accumulation, I think.
He's had a few, it's fair to say.
Yeah. Now he's trying to argue the point, which I don't think will get him very far. The returner. Tony Perk gives the international symbol for no more. And Pitchford will get this one underway. You'll notice this one, if he kicks it in the air, is going to hold up significantly in the breeze, and there you go. It's just crossed halfway. Whiskey Van Dorn cops a falcon off Connor Park. Park knocks it back to Lascano, who has looked composed in possession. Oh, he's in a good amount of space here. Here's Fitzgerald. Swap flanks with Bidwell for the time being. It's Fitzgerald. Champoli coming up. Falls to Sison. Well tackled there from Morton. Sliding in on Lascano as well. It's Turner. Now to Whiskey Van Dorn. DeSouza in front. It goes back to the Brazilian. And good hassle back there from Nick Morton. And Devonport promising an attack, but South have really had it all their way in the first 15 minutes of this second half.
Yeah, and the wind is certainly a factor in that. I think it's really blowing a gale now. It's tough sledding for the Strikers playing into this, and the ball certainly been trapped down this far into the ground for most of the second half so far. And that one just sits again for Earl. Now to Sison, who couldn't keep it in. Got about 30 minutes left here. And a bright start to the second half for South. This man twice has had good looks at goal. Couldn't get around Todd Hingston on this occasion. Park, one back by Van Dorn. Trying to extricate himself from the ground. Eventually numbers win out. Hingston riding with Sison. They're not going very far here, Devonport. They've coughed it up. Hard work to try and play the ball out, but South Hobart pressing up the field, condensing the pitch. Really making life tough for the Strikers just at the moment.
Last minute has pretty much been what 90% of this second half has been like. Strikers really stuck in that corner. Over there as Lascano plays an errant ball to Walter. Tries to get into Morton. Smith only knocks it to his other number 3, Gorry. Gorry just hits it straight to Lascano. Bidwell. One back by Gorry. Walter. Lascano again has cleared absolutely everything here this afternoon. Gorry whips that one over the head of Jack Turner, and Pitchford will claim that one. Good throw out to Giampoli, who's got space to run into here. Well challenged from Loic Farrell. The crowd saw how important that challenge was. Stone. Joel Stone running at the Morthog. Stone still going. Bowman wants to use his body. Stone goes around him. Joel Stone still going. Hits the byline, and only the long legs of the giraffe, Oscar Thomas. Nick Morton has sold Eddie Bidwell some absolute candy there. Walter pops it. Stray elbow there from Mulroney. Mulroney, in his defence, actually wanted to stop the match there for Walter, but Van Dorn elected to play on. It's Turner to Havinen. Havinen into Mulroney, who eventually clears. Mulroney sprinting back, just acknowledging that he did get Alex Walter with the stray elbow in there after he made the challenge. Mulroney running back to check on Walter once we get back to live play. I mean, exactly He's being told to bugger off. Yeah.
He has caught him quite firmly there. Not sure how he's gotten away with that one in the end. I suppose it's on the referee's blind side, which is probably what saved him. But yikes. That's a bad one. And he's a very lucky boy there, Kieran Mulroney, I think.
Yeah, well, as we saw with that angle, the only thing impeding our view from the touchline camera was the fourth official, Brenton Coppery. A wonderful view of it. The headset is in use as well here today. All the stops pulled out for this big occasion. And Felix Walter can get back to his feet relatively quickly. We'll have another look at that. I'm assuming this is going to roll into the Iski Van Dorn miss. Walter in an acre of space. And Van Dorn at the back post had the whole goal to aim for. And somehow managed to hit the crossbar. 3 gilt-edged chances here for South Hobart in this second half. And the corner, just a reminder, South Hobart are waiting on a corner here at the moment. Not in a huge hurry to take it. Joel Stone receiving a huge amount of instructions from Coach Rick Coughlin just in front of us. Alex Walter is back to his feet on the sideline. This assuming will be the Morton chance, and it is. Great save by Pitchford. That's 2 good chances so far. And as Morton goes the low one, which is cleared by Park.
Walter gets a hero's reception from the crowd. He'll come back on. And might that just be something? Might that be the flashpoint that just ignites them here at South Hobart? It certainly has ignited the crowd here as Nick Morton prepares to swing in the corner once more. In-swinger, Pitchford claws it off the line. And Thomas then with the follow-up over the top. The wind grabs a hold of this, swinging it in. And Pitchford goes behind him and pulls it out of the fire.
Yeah, I reckon Morton saw that after his first corner, taken at about the 50th minute. Just kept a mental note of where the wind was going, and I reckon every corner from here on will be like that. As Pitchford whacks it up the hay diddle diddle to Souser. Hingston battling with Morton. To Souser battling with Devonport's Dark Arts Master, Joel Stone. As Carno. Hingston, really congested play down here, but that's a good ball from Hingston to set through Lascano. Need to get some width here. Do the strikers. Surely Jack Turner's got to get a slice of cheese for that. Lascano.
Well, the timing hasn't pleased the crowd, but if you commit 15 fouls in a match, you generally get a slice.
Just looking over our stats man's shoulder here, they are at 16 fouls, South Hobart, and surely, eventually, accumulation's got to come into it. You're having 16 fouls in 65 minutes.
He hasn't been responsible for all of them, but he certainly had more than his fair share, Jack Turner, as Kieran Mulroney with the set piece, and the strikers just looking to settle things down a little. They've got the Fox in the box warming up on the sidelines, so there's some promise of things to come. Here's Hingston, takes a little deflection, couldn't lob over the head of Gorry. Jampoli's faded out of this one in the second half a bit, was prominent early. Joel Stone couldn't get past Gorry, one back well, the fullback then charges forward in his customary fashion, and he's going to run onto this one. Pitchford gets there first. And he just got there in time, did Pitchford. Nicely done there. And the Strikers #1 having a fine game in net today. Good awareness once again.
Keeping his side in it here is Pitchford. And that's a loose throw in. Eventually, Smith just concedes the throw in and lets Gorry have another go. South Hobart's favourite ranger to take. To Souser. Tries to scoop that past Mulroney. He knew what was going on there. Fitzgerald wanted the through ball, but eventually goes back to Stone. Lovely move there from Joel Stone. Syson wants the ball down the line, and he'll get it here. Daniel Syson. Eddie Bidwell at the far post, but the giraffe, Oscar Thomas, comes up strong. and prevents the sweeping counter-attack.
And I reckon they'll want to rush this sub, given they've got a corner, because it is the Fox in the box set to come on. And I'd be wanting to get this substitution just tied up before the corner. Wait and see. Giampoli is there short. Doesn't look like they are going to get it through. So Sison to deliver. Chips it into the middle. Headed away by Loic Farrell. Joel Stone brings it down. Volley charged down by Gilly de Souza, and then falls the way of Iski Van Dorn. Morton making a charge through the middle, but Bidwell going stride for stride with the Canadian here. Loses his balance, but took the ball out of play. And now that substitution will be played as Bidwell has gone down. And the referee immediately signalling to the sidelines. I don't think there was contact here. He's clutching his leg. Immediately the signal was get over here to the trainer. Bidwell back on his feet as the substitution is made. It's going to be a South Hobart switch of Ben Hamlet coming on for Jack Turner. So a physical presence from more of a speedster in attack. Both potent around the area. So Hamlet with 22 minutes. Barnard still on the sidelines. Perhaps they're waiting to see if Bidwell's all right before making this sub. It might change things if Bidwell was not fit to continue, but I think he will be. Might be probably fancy Giampoli maybe to be there making way. But it's going to be Sison. So Daniel Sison comes off, and Miles Barnard, who will give him a bit more of a target man up top, bit of an aerial presence. Not really had a lot of joy with their approach so far in the second half. So
I think it's a good option with the wind as well. He'll be able to rise high and probably win a few more first and second balls. Will the Fox in the box, Miles Barnard? Was it Toby Havainen takes the throw in? It wasn't meant for Adam Gorry, but it's fallen to him. Hingston with the loose touch. Falls to Gilly de Souza, who puts it over the top. Well, similar range to where he scored from against Olympia in round one. It was a very quick free kick taken. Dom Smith down the line to him. Noshio Giampoli, the Morthog. Lovely ball to Alex Walter, who'll hit the byline. Walter scooped that over the head of everyone. Iski Van Dorn keeps it in well. Iski Van Dorn with the step over. Goes near post. Acrobatic clearance. Only falls to Toby Havainen. Now Eddie Bidwell on the right-hand side against Havainen. Bidwell beats one. He's only really got the Fox in the box in front of him. Slides it through, but well cleared by Feral TV. Connor Park. Oh, Fitzgerald just waited on that. And Farrell wanted it a bit more. He doesn't do it twice though, Fitzgerald, and concedes a throw in.
20 minutes to go here. South Hobart with a throw in, Toby Havainen. Just being told to retreat a few yards. Eventually will take his throw in. He's looking for Hamlet, away from him by Park. Over the head of Hingston, off the boot of de Souza. Now Lascano. Park, Hingston, Giampoli, and then the block put on Stone by Tony Fair. Joel Stone not happy with that. Through looking for Barnard. Kieran Brown well off his line though. Good alert. Keeping there from young Kieran Brown as Barnard ball down on top of that one. Joel Stone, slightly heavy touch. One back by Gorry, little nutmeg on Dom Smith. And Hamlet toppled down by Fitzgerald. The crowd getting into this one now, riding every challenge. Spills out the back for Morton. Gorry. Clever little look away pass to Hamlet, to Morton. Trying to find Iski Van Dorn with a searching pass. He found Pitchford instead. And then a lovely, well, not so nice in the end from Giampoli. Touch took him away from Farrell, but straight to Van Dorn. De Souza lays it through, offside against Hamlet. As he blazed over the top anyway, but the flag had been raised.
Good attacking intent once again there from South Hobart. Really knocking at the door. Hamlet looking to turn off the shoulder of the centre halves. Pitchford takes the free kick quickly. Goes to Giampoli. To Lazcano. Works it down the line towards Bidwell. Thomas clears. Hamlet. To Iski Van Dorn. Can't quite keep that one in.
This is a nightmare.
So 0-0 with 18 to go. They've had the better chances in the second half. They've had two glorious looks that they've not taken. And Devonport probably lucky to still have 11 men on the park. Into that replay of Mulroney elbow. Very lucky boy. So Hingston chips it down the line. Thomas leading back. Brown to Havainen. Farrell to Sousa. This is nice flowing football from South Hobart. Now it's Alex Walter. He's going to drive, and it's a good block from Dom Smith, sliding in from the side. Came from the blind side and executed a great little block.
Yeah, Alex Walter potentially could have let in Gorry. Elected to go the shot. Did the winger. Those two combining once again. And it's Feral TV. Back to Gorry. Nice little nutmeg, but can't quite claim the return. Feral. Stone. The free kick will go the way of South Hobart. As the Bronx cheers go up for Joel Stone. Maybe copping a stray elbow.
He might have copped something in the face. He certainly went down holding his mouth. So we have a look on the replay. There comes in from behind. Might have copped a stray arm. He's all right though, showing no ill effects. He's the man who's been the pantomime villain at times today. Adam Gorry preparing to swing one in inside the final 20 minutes here at Darcy Street. It's Gorry. Punches it in. Headed by Morton. Onto the roof of the nets. Good purchase from Nick Morton, but didn't quite get it to dip. Pitchford had it covered anyway. He's been very reliable in the striker's net and he's made two massive saves. Keep this one at 0-0. And with 15 or so minutes left to go, she's all still to play for, Paul.
Certainly is, as Pitchford gets a bit of distance on that one. And Barnard, as we see, doing what he does best and winning the aerial challenge. Gorry. Fitzgerald comes in from behind, calls for a foul, not given. De Sousa with a crucial block. Lescano to Giampoli. Plays in Stone, who gets around Bowman. Joel Stone versus Gorry. Two in the box. Gorry. Stone jigs inside. Joel Stone goes near post. Kieran Brown makes the save. We saw up here it was going into the side netting. But he definitely got a firm hand on that, did the keeper.
Just tried to catch him out there, Stone. Got a few in the middle, though no one unmarked, so opted to take the shot on. I suppose he's got the licence to do that, but gets a corner in the end. Brown making absolutely certain of it. It's going to be Joel Stone himself to take the corner. Didn't have too many chances in this one, Devonport strikers. Where's the threat from the set pieces, though? So Joel Stone to take. Swings it in, Kieran Brown didn't get there, headed into the back of the net, and guess who it is? The Fox in the box does it again, time after time. Miles Barnard does his best work in the penalty area, and he's nodded the Devonport strikers into a crucial lead with 15 minutes to play. Fox plus box equals goals. Simple equation, Paul.
It's the easiest thing to work out in the NPL TAS. He hasn't been on for that long as Miles Barnard, to give him his true name, but he really is the Fox in the box. Just gets over the head of the keeper, and he was there waiting for it to guide it into the bottom corner. Strikers, after being under the cosh for pretty much the whole of the second half, get one off the corner, and it's a nervy last 15 minutes here at Darcy Street. It'll be Bowman launching that one forward. Gorry will let it win the throw. Alex Bolter wasn't even looking at that throw in. The Morthog whips that one into the box. Lescano with a stooping header. Farrell leaves it a little short. I think Dom Smith didn't get a touch on that. South Hobart now will be ruining those missed chances. Similar to last week with the Zebras against Launceston City, you really have to put your chances away in this competition.
Yeah, they've not had a heap of them, but they've had some very, very good looks. A couple of absolute kill-edge chances. They've not taken. Devonport get presented with theirs, and Miles Barnard makes no mistake. Champoli. I don't know if it's quite going to reach Bidwell. It was just a bit too central, allowed the long levers of the Giraffe to step in, whisk it away. And Devonport, that goal's just buoyed them a little here. They're under siege a little. Feeling the pressure, the confidence will be right. Back up now, Barnard lays it off for Bidwell, heavy touch, right into the path of Morton. Rakes it forward to Dom Smith. Fitzgerald, sensed the pressure from behind and then turned out of it nicely and then draws the contact from Morton. Clever stuff from Fitzgerald, who wants to, I think, fake take here quickly to maybe just try and get a slice for Bowman there, but it'll be brought back for Joel Stone.
Tony Pert, the magic spray out. One of the first times this afternoon. Joel Stone is the only person over this dead ball situation. And I reckon he's lining up to have a shot. And dead dink it to the back post. The Fox again. Back. Has he got it in? Offside. Connor Park. It was a yard out from goal, but the flag had gone up against Barnard. Gorry tries to knock it round Stone. That's an armbar. Surely by Stone. He got him in an armbar there. Eventually gives it.
Joel Stone just checking on Adam Gorry there.
Devonport elbows.
Just dragging him down.
That's a chicken wing tackle, I think they call that in rugby league.
That was a bit Adam Gorry. In some distress down there, and you wouldn't think he'd stay down given the situation of the game unless it was something potentially serious. So I think the shoulder or the arm just getting pinned there. He's landed on it. We'll have a look at this free kick. Beautifully worked. Unfortunately, it was offside. I reckon Smith would have just lashed that one in the back of the net had it not gone up. But what a substitution. Bringing Miles Barnard on. Just giving him that extra element in attack, and it's turned this game as Adam Gorry continuing to get some treatment here, just trying to stretch out the arm. Former Devonport striker. Adam Gorry been fantastic at fullback the past couple of seasons for South Hobart as we have a look at it. Yeah, just the arm getting pinned and moved back the opposite direction. Showing signs that you might want to try and continue. Let's see if he's able to. So De Souza gets this restarted. He thumps this one along. Lascano leaves it. I'm not sure that was necessary from Park. Took a bit of a risk trying to control that one. Cleared away. Luke Farrell looking for Iski Van Dorn. Park takes it away from him. Chips it out inside the final 10 minutes of regulation time. The Strikers holding sway thanks to Miles Barnard.
Down the line towards Bidwell, trying to turn the defender, and he manages to do so. Tries to play in Fitzgerald. Gorry sliding in. Kieran Brown will clean that one up. Heaves that one down. Mulroney gets the header clear. Stone in front of the South Hobart bench. And Powley calls for a foul on the Fox, not given. So Kieran Brown will pick that one up. It's the Archer. Jack Bowman, 10 minutes left in this match. Down the line to the Morthog. Scrappy cross. Falls as far as Bidwell, who turns Havinen well. And tries the same trick twice, Eddie Bidwell. It works again. Good work here from Bidwell, now hitting the byline. Havinen, third time lucky, still not. Bidwell wants a foul, not given. Pert and Peace did not have a second glance at that one. Fitzgerald given away to the Morthog. Trying to get his way out of trouble. Lovely bit of skill there from Nick Morton. Down the line in the Hamlet direction, wrestling with Lascano, but Pitchford ends up claiming that one comfortably.
Lascano goes down off the ball with a bit of cramp, I think, which...
to be fair, I could see his cramp from here.
I was going to say it's just standard Lascano around about the 80th minute of most games. This is a man who his coach compared to Ledley King last year because he didn't train, he just got his body right for match day. I'm not sure if that's still the situation up on the coast, but probably is in all likelihood. And he's going to stretch that out, but not exactly a rare sight.
No.
Guillermo Lascano coming down with cramp.
Would have loved to have seen Lascano and Ledley King in the same room when Ledley King was down last week. It was an opportunity. He's still going. Here's Lascano. He just right there, just in the middle of nowhere, fell to the ground. This one will be a little more innocuous than a similar leg injury with no one apart, no one around we saw last night in the A-League.
I'm waiting for you to work that one in there, Paul.
It's only taken me 82 minutes. South Hobart Oval here, removing their cricket pitch in 1975. There's Dom Smith, Hingston and Morton battling with it. Nick Morton wants to get it on the right peg. Surely fouled. No, all ball there from Tony Pert. Bidwell slipping over. Now Loic Farrell. Niski Van Dorn. Chips a looping ball towards Morton, and half the crowd thought that was in. It was the top of the netting, and another half chance goes begging for South, leaning backwards and got relatively good purchase on that one. Champoli now to Park. Bidwell, good pressure from Havinen. Hingston really needs to try and turn out of trouble here and does well to find his number 6. Bidwell wins the throw in off Havinen. Still a goal to the good are the Strikers as they will prepare another sub.
I think that's Jack Dance. Set to come on.
Coming off is Dom Smith. No, the Strikers left back making way. Restarting the match is Park. It's good purchase on that towards Fitzgerald. Good clearance out to Van Dorn. Gets his head up, spies the runner Walter and goes in that direction, but over hit. And Pitchford sneakily takes another couple of seconds off the clock. Eddie Bidwell. Hingston beaten out by Morton. Hamlet versus Bidwell. Lascano. Bobbling ball, so good he got that amount of purchase on it. Niski Van Dorn. Jack Dance behind him. No, it's Fitzgerald. Trying to work it out with a teammate, but they've coughed it up to Sousa. Niski Van Dorn, he's got two in the box. Van Dorn just whacks it into the back of Hingston. And again, Devonport try to get it out. Now Powley. Lascano, it's getting a bit scrappy here, but it now falls to Morton, and Bidwell just gets enough purchase on it as South Hobart look like they're preparing their last change. It is Adam Gorry to throw it in. Morton, Walter, cleared by Hingston. Gorry with another chance. Some tired bodies out there for both sides. And South will make their last change. It is Loic Farrell coming off.
Young Tay Evans coming on.
I think there's a new rule at South Hobart where every youngster has to have long hair and a headband.
Yeah, perhaps. I tell you what, he seems like a popular young man. The crowd very much in support of young Tay Evans, rising through the ranks, and he gets a few minutes to try and make himself the hero at the end here. Alex Walter. Back to Adam Gorry. Jack Bowman. Loic Farrell.
Cleared.
So the throw in taken by Gorry. Hamlet. Dancing on him, just leaning, inviting danger, and did foul. The play allowed to continue. Morton couldn't take advantage himself though. Just lost his footing in the box. South Hobart pushing hard for the equaliser. Niski Van Dorn swings it in. Lascano heads it back. Hamlet ought to track this one down. Picks up some serious wheels though. And Hamlet just lets it roll on out of play. So the final few minutes, Vange was allowed to play there and couldn't bring it under his spell there, Morton. Alex Walter. Hamlet weaving. Good block there by Giampoli. Oscar Thomas retreats to Brown. 3 minutes to go in regulation. The Strikers holding sway, and they've got a chance here as Fitzgerald tries to catch Brown. So he's scrambling back, horribly underhit it though. No threat. Kieran Brown's goal there. A little bit of elevation might have had him scrambling. As Brown now launches it long off the head of Eddie Bidwell. And he's dropping back in defence now as they try and see this one out. Gilly de Souza just kept on charging through to land on the head of Mulroney. And he heads it into touch. Time becoming an enemy of South Hobart here now. Adam Gorry. Can they break them down? The Strikers' defence, they've yielded just once all year.
Barnard to Joel Stone, gets past the youngster Evans, looks up and doesn't have a whole lot of support, tries to get around to Sousa. Evans coming back and does well. And it's Bowman down the line towards Hamlet off the chest, but he's probably got a bit too far. And Strikers are now going to clear their bench.
Kynan West set to come on, so some more fresh legs. Just think they want fresh players here at the end just to close them down that extra half second quicker. And it's going to be West on for Giampoli. He probably faded a little from this one this second half as South Hobart really gained control in midfield. Some nice things in the first half, Ignacio Giampoli.
Yeah, certainly saw the best of him in that good spell the Strikers had from about the 20th to the 40th minute. It did fade out as the game turned a bit more aerial. Eddie Bidwell gets good purchase on that. Barnard gets waxed that one into next week. Tony Pert has the biggest smirk on his face I think I've ever seen. Eddie Bidwell has whacked that into a different postcode.
Yeah, that's gone well across the road into someone's front yard. This was well hit. We've seen emphatic balls cleared out of the area at Darcy Street before. I don't think this will attract 1 million views as the last time I saw it, but I admire the audacity.
It reminds me of Sergio Van Dijk's effort from his goal celebration about a week ago.
Virgil, maybe. He's really going, really A-League hipster there as Gorry pumps this one into the back post and Pitchford is strong in the air once again. A strong pair of hands.
Oh,
he was a classy striker, Paul. It's all right. So this one's smashed forward. Gorry up against Dance. Gorry wins handsomely in the air. The touch from Morton straight to Dance, but he coughed it up to Oscar Thomas. Flicked on by Hamlet. Iski Van Dorn. He's collect this one. He's got Lascano stride for stride. He works across. Couldn't quite find Evans. Well cut out Hingston. Leonidas doing nicely. Morton manufacturing one. And well judged by Pitchford, just lets it hop over him and out for a goal kick.
Good awareness there from Pitchford. Morton with the turn and shoot. And Pitchford, in any other context, that would look quite odd, but he did know exactly what he was doing there. And as I've made reference to certain players arguing referees, I better self-scout my own bingo card there for obscure A-League reference. It's Pitchford.
Taking his time. I was trying to say, I thought we had a fourth official down there today. I didn't see his board go up though, so I don't know how long we've actually got left in this one. That's a great flick on header. And Vaynen tracked it back well though. Tay Evans, the youngster, taking it wide here. Coughing it up to Park. Fitzgerald, the substitute West, got brought down. Advantage allowed, but there is none, so it'll be brought back. It's the right decision, and we'll eat more time off that clock.
I reckon with 3 subs, a couple of injuries as well, we'll be looking at a good 5 minutes here of Morton time. Taken quickly. West, Vinen, Evans. Good skill there from the youngster. Sold 2 Devonport players down the river. Vinen to Iski Van Dorn, coming across as Mulroney. Iski Van Dorn trying to get on the right peg. Leaves one in, Lascano. Clears that one. Ambitious shot! Gets a wonderful save out of Pitchford. Tobias provided from absolutely nothing. He has rocketed that one, destined for the top corner. Nathan Pitchford comes across and whats that one out of the way.
Very athletic style of Pitchford, and he gets up to claw that one out. Havonen denied what would have been a spectacular equaliser, but Morton from the corner now. Another in-swinger. Evans over his head at the back post. And it's going to float all the way out. The wind just picking hold of it and taking it up over the head. And we'll have another look at this, and he has been the man of the match today, Pitchford. He's been superb. That's a number of massive saves he's made. Hasn't been the busiest afternoon, but every time he's been called into action, it's seemingly been a big save he's had to pull off.
Yeah, right. From that first chance about 10 minutes in, he has been in amongst it. Has Pitchford as that one holds up in the wind. Barnard reads it well. If they can flick it to the far side here. Couldn't quite do it. Joel Stone battling with DeSouza. And it'll be called back. Joel Stone, the villain of the piece, is finally getting a slice of cheddar. I'm just going to let that applause run through the mic there. It shows you they do love a pantomime villain in this sport. And Joel Stone has played it perfectly here this afternoon.
No more interesting getting Eddie Bidwell booked, though, for kicking the ball away there at the end. It would have been his second for it. However, Tony said, no, don't be stupid. That was about half a second after the whistle went, if that. So they don't get a second yellow. But Bidwell did just invite a slight dangerous moment here as the media put their hands up. So Gorry with the free kick into the mixer, headed back behind him there, and Bidwell has to track it down. Did he get there? He did, just in time to prevent the corner and just bash another ball into another suburb.
South Hobart's committee better start charging Eddie Bidwell for this these lost balls.
Well, he's cost him about $300 in the past minute, I reckon, here, Eddie. Unless they can retrieve those ones. And given the distance they've gone, that's far from a sure thing. So Gilly DeSouza to launch the long throw. This is it. Kitchen sink time for South Hobart now. Nick Morton beaten to it by Barnard. Joel Stone tries to get there, but Morton, well done by Dance. Sees it out, and we've ticked past 94 minutes now. The final whistle can't be far away. The Strikers seconds away from making it 6 wins from 6. Having a nice little gap on top. Obviously, games in hand will help them over Olympia, but they're set to reclaim their place at the summit here. Miles Barnard, well, he scored in big moments last year, and he's done it again today. There's something about the big occasions and the fox in the box, but South Hobart haven't given up the ghost yet. They want a late equaliser, but I'm not sure that it's coming, because the final whistle has blown out around Darcy Street, and look what it means to them. That is a pumped-up Miles Barnard, and a big win for the Devonport Strikers. 3 huge points. They rode their luck at times. South Hobart will feel they should have got something from it, but as they were last year in the big moments, it's the Strikers who hold their nerve and take a massive win here this afternoon in the first meeting between these two teams. It was every bit as close as we expected, Paul.
Yeah, cagey affair we predicted, and that's exactly what occurred. South Hobart really came out in that second half firing 3 gilt-edged chances at least before the fox in the box pounced on the corner. Slight misjudgment in the defence. South then had another couple opportunities as well, and in the end, a wonderful performance from Nathan Pitchford, and indeed Emo Lascano, who I lost count of the amount of clearances he had here this afternoon. The Devonport Strikers going a long way to cementing place on top of the NPL TAS ladder. Really, them and South Hobart last year were the 2 sides to beat. I reckon on this performance they still are. Devonport Strikers go back up the Midland on very happy campers.
Yep, 5 clean sheets from their 6 games now. 6 games in, 6 wins, just 1 goal conceded. The defending champions, there are a few writing them off pre-season with the amount of goals that have left their team, but that defence wins championships is the old adage, and we've seen that today. The solitary goal enough. It was Miles Barnard at the death. There's that glorious Van Dorn chance. They had a couple of great looks, South Hobart, and just couldn't find a way through. And Devonport hung in there, took their chance, and claim a huge victory. And we'll leave you with the highlights from the second half here. It's been a pleasure bringing another epic between these two teams to you this afternoon here from Slice of Cheese and Buy on Stream. It's a bye from us as the Devonport Strikers look the team to beat once again in season 2019.
Nick Morton has sold Eddie Bidwell some absolute candy there. Walter pops it. Stray elbow there from Mulroy.
Prepares to swing in the corner once more. The in-swinger Pitchford claws it off the line. And Thomas
down here, but that's a good ball from Hingston to set through Lascano. Need to get some width here. Do the Strikers. Surely Jack Turner's got to get a slice of cheese for that.
Punches it in. Headed by Morton. Onto the roof of the nets.
Joel Stone versus Gorry. Two in the box. Gorry. Stone jigs inside. Joel Stone goes near post. Kieran Brown makes the save.
Swings it in. Kieran Brown didn't get there. Into the back of the net. And guess who it is? The Fox in the box does it again. Time after time. Miles Barnard does it.
And dead. Dink it to the back post. The Fox again. Back. Has he got it in? Offside. Connor Park. Van Dorn. Chips a looping ball towards Morton. And half the crowd thought that was in. Well, gets good purchase on that. Barnard has waxed that one into next week. Tony Pert has the biggest smirk on his face I think I've ever seen. Right peg. Leaves one in, Lascano. Clears that one. Ambitious shot! Gets a wonderful save! Couldn't quite do it. Joel Stone battling with DeSouza. And it'll be called back. Joel Stone, the villain of the piece, is finally getting a slice of cheddar. I'm just going to let that applause run through the mic.